Hi there. Today's January the 1st, 2025. My last day of vacation. Going back to work tomorrow. Today I decided to maybe keep a video journal since it's the first day of the new year. I've been keeping a written journal for the past probably 4 to 5 years. But I thought maybe this is the time to start something new since I've been seeing a lot of people do stuff on YouTube, a lot of videos regarding their lifestyles and things like that. I'm not really doing this to post on YouTube or anything. I'm just doing it to keep a track of what I do on a daily basis. Um, Maybe to have something for my daughter to look back at in the future when I'm no longer here. But anyhow, it's a way to spend time. I'll let you meet one of my pets. This is Pebbles. Pebbles is about 14 years old. She's been with me for a while. And I also have another cat that I just got. We actually rescued him from the backyard. He's a stray cat. I have a cat that visits me all the time to basically eat. And he was making babies every so often with all the other stray cats in the neighborhood. I don't know how to switch this camera around. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But anyway, the cat that comes and eats, his name is Bam Bam, and this is one of his kids. He's a new little bugger. His name is Checkers, and I got him maybe a couple months ago. But he's gotten used to the environment here. I'm not sure Pebbles is used to her or him just yet, but I'm sure they'll get along soon enough. Today I was thinking of maybe going back to the gym, applying for a membership at the community center close to my house. But since it's the new year, it's closed. Another reason why I decided to do this is going to be kind of a boring day here today. Really don't want to go anywhere. Spent some time with my daughter, Sierra. She was with me for a few days, and it was nice. I went to visit family, went to see my sisters, my mom. It was a nice time, but most importantly, it was good to have a rest from work and take some time off, since work is pretty stressful, not physically but mentally, and it's tiring when you come home having to deal with a lot of people that really don't know what they're doing. But anyhow, I guess I'm gonna have to stop this and flip it around until I figure out how to do it while you're recording, and I'll show you around my place. So this is where I live. It's my small little house. I'm an artist. I like to paint, but mostly I draw. These are some of my latest paintings. I bought that easel last year so I can put my paintings up because I really don't have room on my walls to put anything. There's some other paintings that I put up here since it's the winter season. And this is one of my drawings that I did maybe about 6-7 years ago. That's my daughter Sierra and myself. I did this out of a picture my sister took at a fair, and I think it was Woodbine Mall. And I decided to draw it. The story behind this is long, so I'll probably do that on later date. But I decided to blow it up and make it into a canvas. This is my workstation when I have some graphic design work I need to do on the side. I actually work for a printing company in the pre-press department. Basically what I do is set up customers' artwork for printing on the press, creating plates for the printing presses and stuff like that. But when I do get a side job, I just work at home and do it here. This is my music station. I also like to DJ once in a while. I like to put music on and make new mixes to listen to in my car. This here is a piano that I got, or a keyboard that I got for my daughter when she was younger, but she hasn't used it. I wish I could play it as well, but maybe in the future, if I have time, I'll try to learn how to use the damn thing. These are some of my drawings. I like to do portrait work. These are actually just prints. These are drawings that I did on one of my sketchbooks. This here is a pastel painting. There's a lot of glare, but basically it's a three-piece. I like the fall season, so I do a lot of paintings of the fall. As you can see here, that's one of them. I have two up in my room. I think Pebbles wants to have some food, and when she eats, Checkers will come running and want to eat himself too. Okay, hold on a second. There she comes. Okay, I'm getting your food. Watch out. I think Pebbles needs a little bit more. Oh, by the way, I like plants, and in the summer I really like to plant things outside. So when the winter comes, I don't want to see them die, so bring them all in and try to save them. Some of them survive and some of them don't, but I do my best to try to keep them so next year I don't have to buy more. This is my backyard. I think it's a little bit cold outside. That's Bam Bam's house. It's kind of like an igloo that I have to cover up so it doesn't get wet. But this is my yard. The only thing that was here when I bought my house was the deck, and it wasn't even painted. Any trees or anything like the gazebo, the stonework, all this stuff was done while I've been living here. All these trees were planted when I first came. I planted a maple tree, I think it was about 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and it's growing. Maybe someday it'll be a massive tree. There's also a garden on the side there, but I think it's getting a little bit too cold, so I'm gonna go outside. It's my barbecue. It's a good thing all the snow melted. Yeah, when Bam Bam comes to eat, Checkers gets to see his dad, but they only see each other through the glass, like in prison. Oh, there he is. There's Bam Bam. I think he wants to eat too, so I'm gonna feed him, and then we'll continue with the tour of my place. So that's Bam Bam and one of his wives. That's not Checker's mom, but she did have a bunch of kids by him. They're all fixed now. One of my neighbors, she helped to catch them, and we got them neutered and spayed. And here's a little bugger visiting with Dad and messing with my tree. Stop that. He likes playing with my plants and making a mess. Hey! Stop it! Sometimes he gets very annoying. This is my kitchen. It's a bit messy, but at least I clean my dishes. I have to put them away. That's the upstairs. As you can see, there's a lot of books around my house. I like to read when I can, and I think my guilty pleasure is building up my library. So when I have some time, I can just choose whatever I want to read and step off into like a whole new world. That's what books do for me. And also they you can learn a lot from them if you get books that are self-help or books based on history. They teach you a lot. There's a lot of books that I haven't even touched yet. This is my small Christmas tree that I light up when it gets dark. I have to put these covers here on my second floor because I don't want checkers to take a fall. And these are their beds. They have a choice from luxury to homemade. This is my daughter's room, Sierra. She likes to do Lego sets. These are some of the Legos that she's done. Some of them are up there. And this is the one she got for Christmas. She already finished it. Yeah, she's now 14, going on 15. This is when her mom and I were still together. And she likes a lot of stuffed animals as well. Oh, there's a picture of when she was born. That's when my baby was born. She's everything to me. And she's also a great artist. This is one of her drawings. I like to keep things framed so you can see the progress that you make as an artist. This is another one of my daughter's drawings. She's very good at shading. These are some of my pastel paintings. I like wildlife. This is a medium that I recently started using. I usually only like to draw with pencil, but since I started dedicating more time to my artwork, I went into different mediums. Those are charcoal drawings. One is of that's Amy Winehouse. And that's Sophia Loren. I did this one for my mom because she likes the actress. And this is one of my daughter's pastel paintings. She's probably better than I am. Look at the reflection on that piece of wood, the window frame. That's just crazy. Yeah, that's her room. She still got her Christmas presents there on the floor to put away. This is when my daughter was a baby, when she was still my princess. She's still my princess, but this is when she was a little girl. It's a bit messy. We used to have hamsters, so the cages are there. A lot of mess I gotta clean up. some of her toys, and more books. This is where I keep my journals. So far I have 2, 4, 6. I guess this is the first one I started. So what I do when I have time at the end of the day is write in some of the thoughts. And I used to do charts to help me plan my day out. I print them and then I post them on the journal. Some of the things I do around the house, special moments. This is when I painted my deck. Some of the flyers I've designed. So that's how I like to keep a record of the things that I do. So maybe, like, you know, in the future when I feel bored or something, I can go back and look at my past. And I've been doing it for a while now. It's become a part of my life. Pictures of my little girl when she was younger. Hey, what's going on? You being annoying again? Pebbles is just grumpy and old. That's when my baby was 1 year old. There's pictures of her everywhere. This is when she was in dancing. There's another picture there when her mother got married. Anyway, that's about it. Get out, please. There's a washroom here that my daughter uses when she comes and sees me. More pictures of my little girl. And this is also Checkers' washroom. So that's one of the washrooms. And this is my room. Again, it's probably a bit messy, but what can you do? I'm a single guy. Those are two of my, well, actually 3 of my fall paintings that I was talking about. The one in the center I didn't do. That's something I bought from and that's actually an actual painting. It's not a print. I bought it from I think he was an Iranian artist, and I've kept it since. And this is my room, my washroom, my closet, and my laundry that I have to fold. I think that's about it from my house tour. Maybe later on or another day I can go to the front. But for now, I'm gonna have to take that little bugger out of the room and maybe think of what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. Oh, one more thing I forgot to show you is my studio down in the basement. I used to rent it out, but I ran into some problems with that, and through that experience I learned that it's better to stay at peace and not have, there's more of my plants that I try to save. Something I'm working on for my mom. It's going to be a welcome sign for her door outside. This is the Chill Studio. My daughter named it. Some more of my drawings. Prints of my drawings from my sketchbook. And this is where I've done some of my work. A lot of my work, actually. There's some more work on the walls. This is why I don't have any more space on my walls to put anything. These are all original except for this one here. This one was a drawing actually it was a commission that someone asked me to do for her little boy, and probably one of the only ones that were commissioned. This is one of my daughter. That's the actual first charcoal drawing that I attempted, and from then on I kept on working on it, and that's what you see there. That's a drawing of one of my favorite actors, Al Pacino. Over here you will see, actually this one here, that's another, these are some more drawings that I've done. This one I started a long time ago, before I got back into the art, because I've always loved to draw. So I started this sketchbook probably 20 years ago, but most of the drawings in there are not finished. This one here, I've done some drawings, but I haven't framed them. This one is a mix of pastel and charcoal. Actually, two pastels, oil pastel and soft pastel. The oil pastel is the one that is kind of vivid, the vivid color. This is soft pastel, and then you got like the charcoal on the hat and the hair. So it's mixed media. These two here are strictly oil pastel, very vivid color, and I find that for fruit and flowers, that's probably the best medium. This one is also mixed, soft and oil. And this is graphite and charcoal and Conte pastel. Those are some of my daughter's paintings when we used to paint when she was a little kid. This one here is probably one of the first attempts at painting that I've done, but I've kept it just to, like I said, see the progress in everything that I do. That one there is just basically to test out the brushes and the inks, the mixtures of ink. I got more books that I've read most of these art books. There's more books here. I like autobiographies as well. There's one of John Lennon. There's one of Freddie Mercury. Most of the stuff that you see here, down here, is related to art. Those are my collection of DVD movies. So I come down here and maybe put on the fireplace and have a movie night. More of my drawings. So this is one of my original pieces. I thought I would draw half lion face and half tiger. And it's done mostly with graphite pencil. I've used charcoal for the background and for some areas in the fur, so it makes it darker. And here's one of a horse. I also like doing horses for some reason. I like the detail on their skin, on their muscles. These are some older sketches that I've done. Some I'm not very proud of, but it's a learning process, so they all have a history behind them. Maybe one day I can explain what the story is behind each sketch. These are some pastel paintings of pets. There's another one here. Unfortunately, this little guy is no longer here, so I did it as a keepsake for, I think it was my daughter's grandma. Character sketches, more portraits. These are some portraits I did for my sister. These were when I first started working on portraits, so you can see that they're not as advanced or detailed as the ones I'm doing now. Some older sketches of animals. So if you grab this and compare it to this, you will see the difference. A lot more detail and also a lot more realism to them. I have to hang that later because right now I have the phone in my hand. This is where I keep all my art stuff, my canvases. There's also frames there that I can use once I'm done with some pictures. I have some prints here that I've done that I haven't used. Spare matte frames. And I have my tools, my paintbrushes, everything I need for my art. And that's about it for this room. There's also some more books. These books are already finished. I've read them all. And what are you doing here? This little guy follows me everywhere. Hey, let's go. Let's go upstairs. So that's it. That's about it. This is my studio, and it took me a while to get it done the way I really want it to look like. Because when I first came down here, it was a disaster. The walls were so dirty, and when you rent to people, they don't really care about what the place looks like. They just, because it's not theirs, they don't really maintain it as well. But I like to keep my place nice and clean, so I had to repaint the walls and get rid of the stove that I had there, the fridge. The fridge is now in the laundry room. This is my laundry. It's kind of dark, but I put the fridge here because I needed the space out there for my couch and stuff. So yeah, this is where I currently live. Hopefully I'll be here for many more years. And hopefully I can create a lot more art with it. Let's go, checkers. Come on. Get upstairs. Come on. Upstairs. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to trap this little fur ball and get him upstairs. So that's about it for my home tour. There's nothing really much else to show around here. This is where I spend most of my time when I'm not at work. I try to make it as comfortable as possible, make it look the way I want it to look. I don't really go by styles. I don't really go about what other people do. I just want to feel comfortable in my own home. And yeah, what I'm doing today is, like I said, just hopefully making something to look back on, and something to take my boredom away from being stuck here sometimes when the weather is bad. I'm not sure where this road may take me. I'm not sure what else I'm gonna be documenting. Hopefully, like, later on I'll get more comfortable with the recording, and I have no clue. I have no idea what really will take to get this properly done. Like, I'm sure there's editing to do, and there's software that I may need to find to help me with like titles and stuff, so I can actually make proper videos. But for now, it's just a way to get more comfortable and get myself used to getting out of myself, getting out of, like, the shyness and the awkwardness when I am in front of a camera. Like, before I got the job in the printing industry, I was very, very timid, and I was afraid to talk to people. For some reason, I don't know, I just didn't feel comfortable with a lot of people around me. But that all changed because I had to deal with clients, and I had to obviously speak to them. I had to, communicate with them about the artwork. I had to communicate with them about timing and deadlines and all that stuff. So little by little, I got used to it. But when it comes to cameras, I'm not like really comfortable recording myself or like even listening to myself. And hopefully, like, with what I'm doing now, I'll get more comfortable with it and see where it takes me. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. Little brat looks like he's falling asleep after making a mess of everything. And Pebbles is up in her bed, I think. All right, so I'm done for today, unless like later on I feel like talking about something. But I guess this is my introduction to what I'm thinking of doing from now on. I don't know if, like, I don't think I'll feel comfortable with recording myself, like, going to public places and stuff like that, but we'll see what happens. I'm just for now gonna keep these videos on my computer and file them and record as I go along, just to, like I said, keep a video journal, a video version of the journal that I already made. So with that, I'll say I'm not gonna say thank you for watching, because I don't think anybody's watching right now, but have a good day.